Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Attack on Titan, you guys. I am very excited to be watching today. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, I'm still digesting the last episode of Attack on Titan. We got an awful lot of just great dialogue and character interaction. And on a show that's this focused on the intensity and the action, as well as the details of the plot and everything, it was really nice just to have them face off with their words against each other. I was really sad about what appears to be the case with Reiner, that his mind couldn't take the shift between being a Titan warrior and being a human soldier. And so he just he can block out selectively the fact that he's a Titan. That tells you right there, they cannot mentally handle what is going on. I might feel like I can't mentally handle it, and the people around them might feel like they can't mentally handle it, but to be a young person, because they are only supposed to be in their teens, and having done this since you were a much younger person, I mean, your mind must kind of, how do you even process that? How do you even handle that you're on a mission to destroy humanity? It makes total sense, and it's very, very heartbreaking that he would have that split in his personality. Bertholdt, I don't know how he sleeps at night, because he clearly has no shift in his personality. He was aware the whole time, and he looked pretty upset. And he even told Eren, he's like, I felt sorry for you when you were telling me that story. And they were the ones, oh my god. So it's not just that they broke down the walls. They literally, and it makes so much sense. I don't know why I didn't remember this, but the house had been, Eren's house had been smashed. And I guess they had thrown something that, and not on purpose, I'm sure, because they didn't know Eren at that time, but they were pretty much, aside from actually eating the mom, they were pretty much very responsible for his mom dying. Crazy, crazy stuff. Yet they're still them, you know? They don't turn on a dime and just become, different people. They're still them. It's very, very strange. I really hope we'll get more about, how they became Titans, and I just really feel like they are not doing this on their own. They're aware of what they're doing. They consented to these actions. They agreed to be these warriors or whatever. But, I can't believe this was all their idea. I can't believe, this was all, a 12-year-old's idea to, hey, let's destroy humanity. Or maybe it was. Maybe that'll be another big twist, that, it was a bunch of 12-year-olds that destroyed this world. I mean, it was. It was just, I know there must be somebody else behind it. How were the walls built? How were the walls, let me rephrase that, how were the walls implemented? Because we know now the walls are just it's got to be more than one. It's more than one Titan, because they actually let some of them out. But it's a collection of hardened Titans. I would imagine the people who have a history in the church are the ones who are behind that. That's what I'm guessing. And Christa, we know, her family has a lot to do with that. I feel like the Historia family, given the name Historia, I've always kind of felt like they must hold the secrets of the history of the world before the walls were built and everything. And I very much feel like I could see where the Beast Titan's sort of maybe in charge of the Titans, but I don't think he was the one who came up with the idea. I have always felt like humanity, one of the monarchies or governments or maybe many of them, had a hand in implementing these walls for like their own agenda, you know, to make it easier to rule, to make it harder to get out and see what else is out there. I couldn't even tell you. But I've always had that gut feeling, and I just really feel like it's starting to, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I could see these events leading up to a revelation like that. Also, Ymir's like, she doesn't know exactly what's going on with Titan powers, but she clearly knows a lot more than she's letting on. She's like, she even said, she's like, I have my own circumstances. And there was a lot of talk about the future and like, what do you want your future to be like? And we have to protect Christa's future. And, you know, it's very interesting to hear them talking like that, because clearly their idea of protecting the future is to destroy humanity, when we see that Eren and Armin, like, they're doing this for the future of humanity being able to go and explore beyond the walls and survive and thrive and everything. So it's very interesting to see like the two different perspectives of what protecting the future really looks like. So, and I have no clue what that meant, other than just they think that they're on some kind of mission. I'm sure there's much more to it, but I didn't read into it probably as deeply as it was intended. So, yeah, let's see what's going on, you guys. Let's figure some of this out. I doubt we're gonna figure it all out in the next episode, but you never know. There's only one way to find out. Let's go. Next episode. Is this Connie's village? Yep, this is okay, so that was the name of his village. Oh! That is his mom. Yep. That's her. You're telling me. You are telling me. 戦士としてユミルを信用するというの？あいつはマルセルを食ったやつじゃないか。ああ、だからこそユミルの立場。それにクリスタが可愛いってこと以外にも。He really has a thing for Christa. 理由はあるだろう。重要人物だ。Right. もし座標がエレンでなければ、俺たちは終わらない。そんな兄とクリスタとそれを持って故郷に帰ろう。そしてもう二度とここには来ない。ああ、それで任務は全ておしまいだ。ただお前は故郷に帰ったら兄に自分の思いを伝えろ。何を？言い過ぎだ。俺じゃなくたってわかるぐらいだ。I actually didn't know. いいじゃねえか。先の短い殺人鬼同士だろ。こんなの誰が理解し合えるって言うんだ。We're just gonna throw a little romantic subplot in here, no worries. 乱暴な真似はよしてくれよ。俺はこんな状態なんだぞ。抵抗なんかできるわけないだろう。頼むよ。Oh, I knew it. Oh, hot dang. Look at, this is what I said. I'm like, I'm shocked he wouldn't just start walloping him. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad because you have no digits, honey. You have no digits. Oh. So that did happen. Oh, Eren, why are you biting your knob? $60 years? How old are they all really? I don't want them to get away. She came right after you. She came right after you.
クリスタがそこまで来てる。機械を待て。機械を待つだと。そりゃ私がお前らの戦士に食われた後か。ダメだ。信用できない。今それを証明して。
So they really need Christa.
今じゃなきゃ嫌だ。このままじゃ二度とあいつに会えないんだろう。
Oh.
それだけは必ずこの争いから救い出すと。
What is so...
だから今与えてくれ。
I know she's special, but
それがクリスタのためなんだ。
this is for Krista's own sake. Krista's like the key to the future or something. Oh my lord. They're picking out children to become Titans, aren't they?
全く新しい人生を始めるんだ。新しい人生には新しい名前が必要だ。
Oh.
自分に言い聞かせたんだ。でもこのユミル様こそ真に王の血を継ぐ存在。
What
ユ
now?
ミル様がおられる限り、我らは永遠に不滅だ。
What in the world? What king? What blood?
初めて誰かに必要とされて、初めて誰かの役に立ててるってことが、
Oh wow.
何よりも大事だったんだ。この娘が言ったんだ。
Wow.
血を継ぐ存在だと。我々はそれを信じただけだ。そんなのは全部作り話だった。
Oh.
思い出したんだ。
She was supposed to be an heir or something?
そうなのか。私がユミル、王家の血を継ぐ存在だ。そしてまた嘘をついた。
Oh, so she...
それでみんなが助かるならと。
So she didn't have the blood, but she lied about it. Oh!
やめろ。やめてくれ。お願いだ。私は思った。これは罰なんだって。
Is that when she first
誰かの言いなりに
heard?
なって自分に言い聞かせ、自分に嘘をつき続けたことへの
Oh. She was just in the ground. Oh.
そこには自由が広がっていた。仮に運命ってやつがあるなら、その気まぐれさに笑うしかなかった。私は誓ったんだ。
That
もう
was...
嘘をつくのは終わりだ。
Ah.
もう二度と自分には嘘をつかない。
She's big on promises.
自分に正直に。訓練地送りになったそうだ。哀れだな。どうせなら生まれてこなければよかったろう。
Ouch.
そうして。
And that's when she gave some to... Yeah, to Sasha.
しようとしてるだろ。
Sasha, I love you, baby girl.
最後にもう一度だけ自分に正直にならせてくれ。
Oh.
悪いな。
She really cared about her.
この地形なら私が一番強い。
What's she gonna do? She's gonna do something. She's gonna... Oh! Oh, uh-oh.
奪う支配できるのは私なんじゃねえかと思わないか。
Oh boy. Oh! Uh-oh.
だって素早く動ける。お前からエレンを奪って調査兵団のとこ。
Well, if you can do that, sweetheart, I would really highly recommend that.
奪うことになっても私は生きてあいつに会いたいんだ。私は
Ah.
本当にクソみたいな人間だからな。あんたらにはわからないだろう。こんな人間だと知っても優しく笑ってくれるんだぜ。
Oh, she just wants to be with her.
怒らないでくれよ。使うから今より逃げやすくなるからさ。
Oh. Oh, I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, that's not Aaron though. That's not Aaron. Ymir. She's not gonna tell him. They're making a lot of inferences here. Say something, Ymir. Oh, Connie, what? She's sizing you up, bro. She's looking for her girl. Oh! She bit her leg! What are you doing? Oh! I know she was trying to get her to take her back, but she straight up bit her leg! Does she not care about hurting this girl? She just wants her. She just wants her no matter what. Yep. That's exactly what she did. And she is gliding right through that forest. Wow. And there they go. And Mikasa just watches as Eren is taken away. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, they're not gonna stop, you guys. They're not gonna stop. You Titans, you Titan folks, if you think you're gonna get away, please don't die, Hans. Oh my god. Okay, you guys, remember how I was saying the episode before this was like a lot of dialogue and exposition and everything, and not like they weren't heavy on this type of action? This episode came along and was like, ooh, we're gonna give you all that nail-biting action, please. That was crazy. So we got a ton of info about Ymir. Ymir was picked out to be what looks like the queen of some kind of... It almost kind of looked like an early version of the Church of the Wall Titans, but that... Maybe it's right. I don't know. She was picked out to be the queen of something. We'll put it that way. In my head, when they're like, okay, we'll give you the king's blood, or like, you're gonna have the king's blood, I'm like, oh my god, she has to like drink somebody's blood. But I think what they meant was like she was going to be an heir of the king, or maybe she was like, it really just looked like they just picked her out of a lineup and we're like, yeah, you could be our queen, sure. And then she said she was going to lie at that one scene where she says, yes, I am the heir to the king, or have the blood of the king. So, first of all, what was the kingdom? Second of all, who was the king? Third, did they make her into a Titan for that, or was she always a Titan? Fourth, she is over 60 years old. Can we talk about this? Because I'm pretty sure our other Titan kids are just like regular kids age. But she apparently, we know they made her immortal somehow. Does being a Titan make you, like, you don't die of old age or anything? Maybe that's what they meant. And she's... Oh, I knew there was something different about her, but I would have never guessed she was like 78 or whatever, 75. What in the world? But she did grow from a child to a like older teenager though. So, but now, I mean, maybe because she was in her Titan form all that time, she never aged, which is kind of a big deal in and of itself. To think that, like, if one of our guys stayed in Titan form for like a year, they'd still be 15 when they came out, not 16. Interesting. All right. Another thing, apparently Bertholdt's into Annie, which maybe they dropped little hints for that throughout, but like, I guess I just must have, like, maybe not noticed as much or maybe forgot it by now because we've had so much happen. So that's a thing. Everyone loves Christa, apparently. But I think it's a little bit more than just, like, Reiner even said, like, her sweetness aside, we really need her. They need her for something. She is very important to their cause for more than just her sweetness. And I imagine it has something to do with the fact that she's part of that noble family. But I'm not sure exactly why they would need her, like what they need her for because of her noble blood. But it makes sense as to why Ymir would really relate to Christa, because here she was like a noble or royal or whatever. And it sounded like she wasn't. She was just picked out and made into one. And here Christa was one and made into a regular person. Wow. Just wow. So that is how Reiner and Bertholdt's hometown, which, by the way, their hometown just looked like it was like a field outside the wall. Was that like where they were all living? Because I guess they were, they were they Titans by that point? I don't know. They haven't really said. We don't know how long they've been Titans. But they ate one of the friends, or she ate one of the friends, rather. And that is what we heard them talking about in one of those early episodes. But she just, I mean, she didn't, like, even in that scene between her and Bertholdt, she's like, I really didn't remember. I'm sorry. Was it one of your friends? She's like, it was 5 years ago. And I was just sitting there thinking, I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So you really can't fault her for not knowing she ate someone 5 years ago. It's a horrible way to put it. But another interesting thing, they did kind of touch on that, they kind of don't have, they don't have a lot of recollection of what they've done as a Titan when they're back in human form. Just a lot of interesting stuff dropped on us. I'm really going to have to like process this and digest it. And you know, I'll be dwelling on it for the next week. And I'm sure I'll have some things to say when I come back. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll have like thought of something, like a new theory or something. I don't know, I hope. But okay, so they have Christa, they have Eren. Ymir is now helping Reiner and Bertholdt for the sake of being with Christa. Christa may or may not still have one of her legs. Remains to be seen. And the scouts are keeping after him. All right. Well, you guys, I am just so full of questions, and I had a great time with this episode. It was very intense, and mark my words, I will be dwelling on it over the next week. So I'm just having a blast with this whole arc, and just like these little, it just feels like there's twists everywhere. I really hope you guys are having fun with it as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.